curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
This is former WAND sports director and humongous Lincoln Railer fan Gordon Voigt, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Now are the state champs, the West Lincoln Broadwell Wolverines, 7th grade. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Wake up, yeah. And Coach Fishburne, thanks for joining us today. I know Coach Conrad, he's a little under the weather.
Yep.
So he did you bring an agenda, any notes or anything? Or
just rolling with the punches.
Yeah, that's what we do here. But once again, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. You know, anytime you finish first in anything, you know, that's a pretty big deal. You guys finished the season 27-2.
Yep.
And, you know, you come away with the first place trophy, and, you know, it's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the season. 27 wins, 2 losses. Were those 2 losses, close games, or, was it early in the season and you guys just got better as it went on?
Yeah, we lost our first game to Pleasant Plains. I mean, didn't really see it coming. We kind of struggled a little bit, but we battled. What was our second loss to?
St. Jude.
St. Jude, yeah, that was a big one. That one came down to the wire. I mean, it was emotional game for the kids, emotional game for the coaching staff, the fans. I mean, we had a good season. 2 losses, we'll deal with that.
Absolutely.
For the outcome of the rest of it.
As long as you're up top at the end of the season, that's all that matters.
Yep.
So, it's a pretty big deal. Tell us a bit about your team. This WLB, what's your enrollment there as far as the attendance? Like,
trick questions. he's throwing at you now.
Yeah, you guys probably have, about 30 kids per class? Is that what it is? No. 15 kids a class? Not many.
So we got half the school here today.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
So, I mean, that's, obviously you want to be a part of something, that has success, and these kids, are want to participate in that. Now, this is a 7th grade team. Now, you have 5th graders and 6th graders, obviously, on the 7th grade team just to fill out that roster.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of them played a big role this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about how the season went as a whole.
I mean, good season. We knew what we had coming in. Curtis called me at the beginning of the year and told me we were pretty set. We had Maddox coming in, had the big boys down low with Grant and Ryder and Cruz. I didn't really know what I was getting into, and walk in and I see Colby Bowman, kid's an athletic freak. And, I mean, we got 100% out of Colby's development this year. At the beginning of the year, he couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time. At the end of the year, he's leading fast breaks. I mean,
that's good coaching.
Our 5th and 6th graders, they really stepped up. We got a lot from Brantley Conradi and Keelan Sales and all these other guys here in practice. I mean, pushing our starters every day. It was a big group effort. It wasn't just one person taking us all the way.
Okay. Joe, you got something to say?
Well, I like how you start off the season with a loss, to tell you the truth, because I think you learned that little thing right there in the beginning, and you don't want that to happen.
Oh, we didn't.
Kids.
We didn't start with a loss.
Well, I thought you said you started with
No.
That was 2 losses.
That was about what, Christmas time?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting a text over here. Dawson McConnell wrestling. I thought you said you lost the first game.
No, our first loss came probably around Christmas time.
All right.
They were thinking about Christmas.
Yeah.
They weren't thinking about the game. Trying to make out that Christmas list. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't do it again. So as 7th graders, I mean, that's just a lot of expectations for next year as they move up to 8th grade. You have a lot of underclassmen here, that will be playing on that 7th grade team. How do you kind of fill in those spots down the road just to look ahead a little bit?
I mean, I think, like I said, we got a lot of 5th and 6th graders that contributed a lot this year. Mm-hmm. I think our 8th grade class is, we're going to build on that, obviously, because we're carrying everybody from this year into that class. But, we got guys coming up. They're in 4th grade now that we're hoping that can contribute next year as 5th graders in our 7th grade team. I don't think that we're just looking to stand still. I think we expect to be back to where we were this year.
Okay. Now, do you guys have kids that play both 7th and 8th?
Yeah.
And there's no quarter limit anymore, is there?
Not anymore. They can play all 8 quarters a night.
Nice. Pretty tired at the end of the night then.
Yes.
Yeah. You got a lot of your 7th graders play up on 8th this year?
All of them.
Or did you kind of just try to focus on that 7th grade squad?
Yeah, most of our 7th grade starters were our 8th grade starters. We only had 2 8th graders this year, so
wow.
They were all impactful on the 8th grade team as well.
Probably pretty tired at the end of the night.
Right. It was nice going through the playoffs knowing they only had to play 1 game.
So they could give the whole effort instead of, trying to, calm down and save some energy.
Getting a lot of experience. That helps.
Yeah.
Game time experience.
Yeah, well, let's get on to the good stuff here, the state tournament. Tell us a little bit about that process. Obviously you made it to the tournament. Tell us about that first game. I don't think it wasn't even a close game, was it?
No, we never knew what to expect. They came in, told everybody have their foot on the gas, and next thing you know, we look up going into halftime, we're up 20 points, I think.
Yes.
And they just never let up. They just kept it down.
Let's see. I got to refer to my notes here. Okay, the first game was against Royal Prairie View Ogden.
Yep.
49-14. Yeah, it wasn't much of a game.
No.
And then you play again later that day against. Can't even read that. Sigel, St. Michael's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They were a scrappy team. They fought. They battled. Every time we tried to pull away, they brought it back in. They had some good guards that pressured us and turned us over at the end and made it interesting, but we're scrappy too. We held on.
And then you win that game, and you're in the championship game. And then you got a few days to prepare. Is that tough to play 2 games in the same day? Because there's no preparing for your other team. And junior high, how much do you really watch game tape? Do you go out and try to find that, something online just to see what they have? Coach
Conradi's unreal with that stuff. He runs this program like it's a college team. He's got these guys watching film, and they have scout team, and we know what to expect before every game. There's no surprises going into any games with us. He knows what to do, and these guys are ready every time they step on the floor.
So playing 2 games in a day is really nothing for these guys because they're playing 2 games a night back to back. So as far as their energy level and their stamina, that probably wasn't a big issue for that game 2 of that tournament day, was it?
Right, and we kind of got lucky because we sat our starters the whole fourth quarter, and the team we played, they went into overtime, and it was a dogfight for them. So we come in fresh legs, used to it, and I don't know if they're used to playing 2 games or not, but we were ready to go. We had a long rest too. We played the first game of the day, first game of the night session, so we were ready.
And obviously you were. You win that. You advanced to the championship, and we were there to cover that. Unfortunately, they wouldn't let us video, so there's nothing archived on that. But you played an Ottawa Marquette team for the championship, and they were a good team, and they held it close the whole game, and then at the end we just pulled away.
Yeah, yep, they had a big boy inside, and we built a lot of our game plan around that.
I think he was only a 6th grader.
He was.
I want to see a birth certificate because that guy was huge.
Yeah, yep.
Fortunately, he wasn't real skilled. He was just big, and you guys had a tough time rebounding.
Yes.
But, it's Coach Al says rebound is just being physical and getting there hard-nosed, and you guys did a good job of that, fighting him out and boxing him out.
Yep, and credit to Colby up top on the press in that game. He was a big part of our success in the first half, causing a few turnovers. And Grant Hayes, he was under the weather a little bit, and Ryder Conrad, he stepped up and made some big plays down the stretch. I mean, it was a full team effort.
Great game. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's talk to some of these kids back here. Who's got the mic first? All right, tell us your name.
Hi, my name is Grant Hayes.
What grade?
7th grade.
7th grade. What position?
Post.
Post. Okay. What was your favorite moment of the season?
Probably playing St. Jude. Even though we lost, it was still a fun game to play.
Did you get your brother sick? Is that
No, he got me sick.
Oh, he got you sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's a little under the weather right now too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
No.
No? Sorry, Mom and Dad. No shout outs for you.
They're right here.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Colin Quesabier. My favorite moment of the year was probably,
All of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. What grade you in?
5th grade.
5th grade? Wow. So you're going to be around a little while?
You gonna give a shout out?
Yeah, shout out?
No.
Man, no shout outs. You guys are walking home. All right, next.
My name is Evan Clements, and my favorite moment of the season was playing St. Jude.
St. Jude. What grade you in?
6th.
6th. Okay. Shout out?
Shout outs?
Nope.
Wow.
My name is Dyson Dalpaz, and I'd say my favorite moment was probably our first state game because I got to play in it.
Okay.
I'd probably give a shout out to my mom and dad for driving me.
That's a pretty good shout out. What grade you in?
7th.
7th. Okay.
Hi, my name is Nolan Schaffnacker, and I am a 7th grader. And my favorite moment of the year is probably playing St. Jude, because it is probably the toughest game that we played.
Okay. Shout out?
Shout?
Yeah, give a shout.
No.
What the Hi, my name is Barrett Grinland, and I'm a 7th grader. My favorite moment was probably first game of state.
Okay.
And shout out to probably my dad for helping me get better throughout the year.
All right.
All right.
Hi, my name is Keelan Sales. I'm in 6th grade. My favorite member is playing St. Jude.
Shout out?
No.
My name's Ryder Conrad. My favorite moment is winning state. I'm in 7th grade, and shout out to my grandparents for coming to all the games.
All right.
Hi, my name is Brantley Cowdery. I'm in 5th grade. My favorite moment is playing St. Jude.
Shout out? Nobody listening right now? Watching?
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
My name's Griffin Cross. I'm in 6th grade. My favorite moment was making it to state, and I give a shout out to my mom and dad for coming to all my games.
There you go.
My name is Colby Bowman. I'm in 6th grade. My favorite memory of the year is being announced in the state, and shout out to my parents.
Hi, my name's Cameron Casevier. I'm in 7th grade, and my favorite moment was going into state. And shout out to my parents and sisters for coming all to the games.
My name is Cruz Roby. I'm in 6th grade, and my favorite memory was probably state championship game, seeing all the crowd there, support that especially Lincoln has, and especially for the junior high level was incredible.
Absolutely.
Shout.
Just my parents for driving me places, taking me like 7 a.m. practice, getting up.
How about brothers and sisters beating on you when you were young?
They won't have that for much longer.
Good answer.
All right, your turn.
Hi, I'm Maddox Whiteman. I'm in 7th grade. My favorite moment was winning state championship. And shout out to my mom and dad.
All right.
What about brothers and
you
sisters?
got beat on too, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, they say the youngest is always the toughest kid.
Yeah, we are.
Because you get beat up, playing out on the
Yeah, but we
driveway.
hit them harder back.
You hit harder back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Win already?
All right. I have to let Cam know that you're talking smack about him.
He might be watching. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
He's down in the sunny Miami though, just soaking up the sun. He's living the life, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Jealous.
You're jealous?
Yeah.
Well, move down there with him. You think he'd take care of you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Coach, you guys had a fantastic season. And how long have you been coaching?
This is my first year.
First year. So, you came into a good situation there. Now it's expected year in, year out. So, first year coaching, you get a state championship, and where do you go from now? Just more championships.
I hope
anything
so.
less is a failure, right?
High expectations from here on out.
Yeah.
You either retire now or you got to go back to back.
It's yeah. Retire when you're on top, they say. So, but no, it's got to be fun for you. A great experience, and hopefully you can. You got a lot of young kids here, like you said, only 2 8th graders. So, WOB basketball looks like it's going to be a powerhouse in the next 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah. It was a blast. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to get into, like I said, but these kids are great. Parents are great. Program's great. I felt really welcome being a part of this program, and I look forward to next year. Yeah.
Start losing, you're not so welcome.
Yeah.
But congratulations, and we look forward to talking to you again next year.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we got to take another commercial break. And do you have something else, Joe?
No, I'm good. Congratulations.
All right, yeah, congratulations,
We were going to have you sing
guys.
a song, but you guys didn't prepare.
You didn't bring the trophy. It would have been nice to see some hardware here.
Yeah, it's set up on that table.
You guys get to have it. Everybody have it at their house one night? Or no? That's probably a good idea. Tear it up and break it. But all right, well, congratulations. I'm sure you guys will be playing basketball in the off season to improve your skills and do some growing. And we'll see you next year.
Make sure you grab a donut over there.
Yeah, there's donuts in the back. So if you want a donut, grab one. And enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break. We come back, we're going to have the Chester East Lincoln Panthers on. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 2.
And it's round 2. Wait for Joe to get ready there. All right. Now we got the Chester East Lincoln Panthers on. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
You guys awake? Yeah. All right. We got the Komnick brothers on here. Coach Ryan, Coach Josh. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
You know, we've talked a lot about your basketball, you know, at the Railer games, and we talked about last night just how well you guys finished up the season. Kind of a rocky start to the season, but you know, they say you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the season, and you know, you make the state tournaments. It's a huge accomplishment. I think you win in what, the 4th seed?
Mm-hmm. The 4th seed in our regional.
In your regional,
yeah.
And you know, so that's a huge accomplishment, and you know, a 4th place finish is nothing to be ashamed of. And you know, these guys played well.
Yeah, well, we did, and that's the thing, was after Christmas something changed. I don't know what it was. We didn't change anything we did at practice or reinvent anything that we were going to do. It just, we got back, we lost a player, Aiden Ferguson, due to an injury after the first couple games, and then we lost him basically for up until Christmas. So we lost him for a majority of the season. And once he came back, and those guys that were in there, I think figured it out that they were going to have to do a little bit more. That they got a little more comfortable, and then when we brought him back, or he came back after Christmas, it kind of added another confidence to our group, I think. So we just took off after that. We started to play a lot harder. We really rebounded the ball well. And I, you know, in junior high, you can do a lot of simple things and win a lot of basketball games. I mean, if you handle the ball and you play defense and you rebound and you make layups, you're going to be a pretty good coach because you've won some games. And really, I think that's what we did. We just made some shots. We defended. And we rebounded the heck out of the ball and didn't give that other team that extra chance to score on different on multiple possessions. So it came down. We got on a little run, and the guys figured out that we were playing harder and better, and we were more aggressive. And next thing you know, we're winning a regional, and we go up against a good team in the sectional and beat them. And the first round of state, coaches and I were very confident that we could get by our first game. They had one really good player, and we thought we could handle him, and we did. And then we ran into some really good teams after that.
We took on Pontiac St. Mary's that first game, and 42-30 was the score. You know, in 8th grade, it's hard to, we talked about this with Coach Fishburne, finding game tape on other, you know, schools, just so you can kind of get a feel what they try to do. In junior high level, it's pretty all basic, same
When we
stuff.
played, it was hard to find that. Now it's not so much. He got on the internet, and about an hour later, he's telling me he had 3 videos from YouTube already. So when we played, I know when he played.
Well, black and white back then.
It was hard. There was nothing. Yeah, there was no such thing. But we had 3 games each team we played in a matter of no time because of the NFSH, whatever that is, and HS, and then YouTube and all that stuff. It was really pretty easy to find tape, and it helped. It helped. But yeah, you talk about the difference between 7th and 8th is that hit in puberty. I mean, we played the second game on Saturday. We played against a 6'4" left-handed kid that was really good. I mean, really skilled for an 8th grader at that height.
Hairy legs.
Yeah, he might be done growing, but he was good for an 8th grader right now. So that's the big difference when you go from 7th to 8th. Who's hit that and who hasn't?
You know, you guys got to have both of you were great basketball players and know the game. That's got to help. How about, and I know how competitive both of you are. You guys ever rub heads a little bit on what you're going to do?
Well, obviously they rub heads.
Yeah,
they're bald.
Yeah. He can take that one.
I didn't say that. He did.
No, I don't think we rubbed heads too much. I just let him take over, and if I needed to put in a little 2 cents every once in a while, I would, and he would use it sometimes, and sometimes he wouldn't.
Gabe Rutledge was also a big help. He was a senior. His son's on the team, and obviously when you get 3 guys that played for Coach Alexander and his program, we just emulated what we did, basically. We weren't going to try to teach man. We tried it, and it didn't work very well. So we went back to the things we went back to the thing that we knew, we thought the best. And although it didn't work out so well all the time, it seemed like when we played the team that you just had in here, they could never miss against us. So we tried to do different things against them and didn't work so well.
Bring you out of it, aren't they?
Yeah. So, but in the long run, we started to we started to play a lot harder and better, and it worked out.
Well, I would say that's a good staff. You 3 guys all playing like that. You're on the same page. And you're not coming from different programs.
Right, and that helped us. The offenses were the same, and I've been doing this for, I try to think, 13 or 14 years now, I think, and I needed something new too. You get stagnant in your practice, and especially with junior high kids, trying to get stuff for them to do in practice, and they helped along with that. So that was another big help.
When did you come on, Ryan?
This year.
I was just going to say, it was 1 or 2 years, right?
Yeah, just this year. I helped him. I helped a long time ago when he just first started. I helped for a couple years, and then I came. He asked me to come back this year, and I said yes.
And now I groomed him.
Josh is going out. He's retiring again.
Yeah.
Well, I had heard that rumor.
He's like Michael Jordan.
No, I went out with Coach K his year. We talked, and we wanted to go out the same. Well, I came back, and then Coach Saban talked to me and said, I'd like to go out, or I'm going out, and he said, I'd like to go same as you. So,
yeah, you know what? I agree with it, and I know how good of friends you guys are. On that same level.
Yeah.
So now little brother's gonna have to take over, right?
Yeah. Well, that's up to him, but
he's sitting there kind of quiet
about that. We'll see if I can recruit somebody else in first.
Right.
Maybe.
It's a long season. It was a fun season, but when you start in the middle of October, really the 1st of October with open gyms and Thanksgiving break and Christmas break is a really tough time for us as a team, and for me even just trying to find out practices of what to do and give them some time off, and it draws out this thing. So credit to these guys to stay tuned in and locked in, and as you said, Scott, played our best basketball for sure down the stretch.
Yeah, and that's obviously when you want to be playing. You guys work on a lot of fundamentals throughout the year because obviously they're young, they're still growing, still learning the game. The junior high level, it's not necessarily always about wins and losses. It's about developing them as players, and fundamentals are key. And since 2020, we took a hit on that.
Right.
And a lot of kids have lost that the fundamentals of any sport. And right now, it's just getting them back into the learning stages of the game.
Yeah, we dribble and shoot layups every single day. That's I'm big on making layups and getting to the basket and being aggressive, and we try to run up and down the floor as much as we can and score layups. Like I said, you can win a lot of junior high games doing the simple things, and we tried to do that as much. And really, part of our success toward the late, we started to shoot the ball well. We really spent more time this year than I ever have on just getting, even if it was in practice for 20 minutes, just constant shooting. And I thought down the stretch we shot the ball a lot better than we have in the past.
Now, we talked about before with WLB enrollment at Chester East as well.
We're bigger than West Lincoln. I think
7th and 8th grade, I think we were 54.
Yeah,
just with those 54. Two, I don't know what it is. So there's some big classes. Mm-hmm. Most of our classes, we have 2 classes for each grade.
Okay.
So yeah, they're pretty big classes.
Now, do you guys have a lot of underclassmen, 6th, 7th graders play up on 8th, or you're pretty good at the 8th grade level?
Yeah, we had 5 8th graders on the team, and then a couple 7th graders, a couple 6th graders, and a 5th grader on the 8th grade team, and then quite a few 5th graders out this year for the basketball team, and a couple 6th graders and just a couple 7th graders. There weren't very many 7th graders, so those younger classes coming up will have to fill the void of which about 5 to 7 since I've been there is a normal class size, I would say. Maybe even on the bigger side, sometimes 7 or 8.
Now, when you're looking through, I don't know if on the rosters of your opponents, do you see what grade they're in? So you might typically play an 8th grade team that is all 8th graders. years where you have, like you said, 5th, 6th, and 7th graders playing up on 8th grade, and that's a huge difference.
Yeah, no, not really. At 1A, you're going to get a mix. At 2, 3A especially, they don't even allow sometimes the 7th grader to play 8th grade or the 6th grader to play 7th grade. So never was it. We always knew when we were playing the 2 and 3A schools, we were going to most likely be undermanned just because of a population or an enrollment standpoint. Skill-wise, we hung with every team that we played. We played Athens, who's a 2 or 3A school, and they were good, and we were good with them until halftime, and then after that it got kind of ugly. But went down and played Pawnee this year. They were a 2A school. Actually, I think they might have made it to the state tournament in 2A and held right with them. So I've never been afraid of going to play some bigger schools.
Right.
And you're going to take your lumps at a 1A. There's times where I've found where we've been these guys placing 4th. I've had teams placing 3rd, and you're really good. And then there's been times where the group of guys, skill-wise, whatever it may be, or just numbers are just off, and you're just going to take your lumps.
Now, do you typically play schools each year, the same school, or do you try to go out and find, because scheduling 1A games, it's probably tough in this area, so you're going to have to play the bigger schools.
It is tough, and part of it is just you play, like we played West Lincoln 3 times this year in 7th and 8th, and I don't have a problem with that. We're a mile away. I'm going to play basketball, but yeah, we try to mix it up a little bit. Like, I'd love to go play Williamsville, but it's just most years is not going to be good for us. I mean, it's just they got 200 kids in their 7th and 8th grade or something like that, where Maroa Forsyth, a friend of mine from Lincoln, coaches Maroa Forsyth. I'd love to get over there and play them. It's just a different type of, they're 3A basketball.
Is that Grubs?
Yeah, it's a different animal when you get to that. I mean, they got kids all these would be 8th graders for them and more.
Yeah.
And big. So that doesn't sometimes work out for us. But yeah, no, we try to schedule some different teams, and we've probably got some space for some different, some more games as well. But for the most part, it's everybody around here, Springfield and some Bloomington, a little bit of Decatur.
Okay. Well, let's get to the kids here. Who's got the mic?
Let's make sure it's on. I don't know if it's on.
Is the mic on? Nope, it is not on. All right, there you go. Tell us your name, what grade, and your favorite moment this year.
I'm James Sewing. I'm in 8th grade. My favorite moment was towards the beginning of the year when we played junior high. Got my first basket, and I think the entire crowd, the bench, they all hit the ceiling. They were going crazy.
That's awesome.
We'll give a shout out, somebody.
Shout out?
Come on. No shouts.
My name's Kane. I'm in 8th grade.
Favorite game, moment?
Beating WLB.
All right. You want to give a shout out?
I guess to my parents.
All right.
My name's Aiden Ferguson, and I'm in 8th grade. My favorite moment was when we won sectionals to go to state. And I'll shout out to my parents for giving me rides to the games.
There you go.
That's all they ever feed you or anything?
Feed me, shelter me.
My name's Liam Brandt. I'm in 6th grade, and my favorite moment was probably beating WLB because that's the first time in a long time.
It's a rivalry, huh?
Shout?
You get a shout out? You got to give a shout out.
I'll give a shout out to my mom and dad and also both of our coaches, or all of our coaches.
All right.
My name's Carter Cavalman. I'm in 6th grade, and probably one of my favorite moments was beating WLB.
Okay, shout out?
To my family.
All right.
For driving me to the games and stuff.
It's very important, right?
Yeah.
My name's Reese Warner, and I'm in 8th grade, and my favorite moment was probably going to state.
Okay.
And a shout out to my parents to taking me to the games.
All right.
I am Jackson Ferguson. I'm in 6th grade, and my favorite moment was beating WLB to go to sectionals. And shout out to my parents.
My name is Cruz Komnick. I'm in 5th grade, and the best part of the year was probably beating the sectional game. And shout out to my family for all the support.
Who's your favorite coach?
Komnick.
Both of them.
Probably Rutledge.
My name is Jacob Long. I'm in 8th grade, and my favorite moment was beating WOB. And my shout out is to everyone that came to the games and supported me.
All right, nice
Yeah, that
job.
was a great point by Jacob too. We had awesome support, and it wasn't just our CEL family, and if you had anything to do with CEL or were a past player or student there, everyone from around town. We saw different faces that really had nothing to do with Chester East. So I'd like to give a shout out to everybody that came over to the games. Even for the 3 games that we had, the IESA was glad that we were in it because we brought them some money with the ticket sales.
Yeah, they're all about that.
The crowd gets there, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it was fun. Scott and I went over and did the game for West Lincoln, and there was a great crowd. A lot of different faces other than West Lincoln. So as you know, Joe, this town loves basketball, and they love their junior high basketball as well as the Railers.
I was listening. It's too bad they couldn't.
You could drive. It's 20 minutes.
Well, you know what? It's a big drive for me. As
dark.
you age.
It was dark. He can't see at night. His glaucoma hurts him. Who's the chess player here? That's you? That's impressive.
We have 2 of them. Jacob plays
We
as well.
talked about that on air one night. You had a chess player, and you did pretty well, huh? Yeah? How'd you get into playing chess?
Well, let's pass that mic over there. Get it on there.
I don't know if that's on.
Yeah, I'm James Sewing, and me and Jake Long were the chess players. Yeah, I've been playing chess since 4th grade. I played in 4th grade, but COVID messed all that up, so I really started in 6th grade. But I've always played chess with my dad, my grandma for a long time. I've been going to state for chess since 6th grade, and
these guys play? You play against your coaches?
We can barely play tic-tac-toe.
Maybe checkers?
Yeah. I'm impressed. That's a great game.
That's impressive. I have no idea how it works, but
it's
cool.
Yeah, 8th grade year, me and Jacob going to state for chess together. That's a cool thing to do.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. And so you just double dipped. Basketball and chess.
That's right.
What's your favorite? That's a tough question.
We're done, James. You can say chess if you want.
They're both sitting here.
We're done now. You can. I'm not going to make you run anymore.
Well, yeah, probably chess.
I thought he was going to joke around with me.
Oh, you stayed solid. I like it.
Yeah, I've yeah, probably chess. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're good at it, it should be your favorite.
Nobody yells at you, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't ever have to stay late for practice? No.
Don't have to run if you mess up.
I don't mess up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And confident. Yeah. Well, Comnick, I know you're going out at top of your profession. And you got, and when you have things going on, you got Carson in high school, Kane will be in there next year. It's pretty hard to shuffle that around, and I know doing games, we're all over the place, and it takes its toll. So now you can maybe step back and
we'll see. I might put on the stripes.
Let's put
this guy.
I might put on the stripes for him, and then try to officiate a few games.
We want to know his first game because we're going to be in the stands. I
think 96-3 should be there.
I think we should just heckle him.
Yeah.
Who's better with the officials, you or your brother?
I'm way better. He yells more than I do. He got warned in the state tournament. He had to sit down.
See, I can believe that.
Yeah, because I would get the blame for it, right?
Just
like I always have through my whole life. He got in trouble, and I got the blame.
That's right.
My parents still have his name on their license plates.
That is
I've
true.
seen it. Yeah, you're right. The favorite.
We know who the favorite is.
Yeah.
Well,
he probably gets a little something extra at Christmas.
Yeah.
Car's probably never been pulled over either. That's
yeah.
Oh yeah, everything goes through Ryan. We know that.
And a lot of people mispronounce your name too. Let's throw that out there. It's not Ryan. It's Ryan.
Ryan.
After the great Ryan Sandberg.
Yep.
And we going to get a commitment out of you today? Are we pushing on you for commitment?
Not unless you got a contract with a lot of zeros on it.
We're working on one in the back room. Bring it over, Jake. We'll get a signature today from you.
Yeah.
Well, guys, congratulations on a great year. Hopefully you continue your basketball career as you build through. I know your son's in 5th grade, so he's going to, 3 more solid years in the junior high.
Yep. Yeah, we have a good class coming back. Our 7th grader our 7th grade record was way better than our 8th grade. We only lost a couple games throughout the year. We just ran into the team you just had in here before in regional play. And so they have some guys with some experience, a lot of experience coming back, not only for the 7th grade, but that will obviously move on for the 8th. And in this at 1A, you have a lot of your 7th grade players, especially some of the better ones, have to play a lot of minutes in the 8th grade, and that's what some of these guys will have to do next year.
It's unfortunate that, and it's probably just location-wise, they're always going to have WOB and Chester East in the same region because of location, which would be nice if they kind of split you up a little bit and maybe meet in the tournament. But it's a whole different story.
But it's here nor there.
Yeah, and it's nice to have both teams very competitive in town.
And then when they're in high school, they're together. And it's not a rivalry.
Yeah, and they had a nice 8th grade team as well. They beat us twice before the regional this year. So when these two guys combine along with the junior high and Carroll Catholic, it's going to be a solid 8th grade class.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times. You get them when it counts.
Yeah, it worked. I don't know if we didn't do anything different. They just missed a few more shots than we did.
Good coaching.
Yeah, that's
great coaching. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming in this morning, and we look forward to talking to you next year as 8th graders move on to high school and you younger classmen move up and hopefully have continued success.
Sounds good. Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
We got to give a shout out to Dawson McConnell before we leave.
Let's do that. You got any information on that?
Yeah, he won his first 2 matches at the state wrestling tournament, and then lost one yesterday. He's in the Wrestlebacks today.
There we go, Josh. Wrestlebacks. We were talking about that last night. We didn't know.
Oh, yeah. So if he wins today, if he wins his first match, he'll wrestle for 3rd tonight, and if he loses, he'll wrestle for 5th. So he's going to place at the state tournament. He's a tough kid.
Yeah,
and a junior, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, he's tough.
All right, that's going to do it for us today here on the Cheap Seats. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
Good day.
Live video streaming of this event is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.